we have our Rio Grande City High School band director and students here with us. So, Mr. Garza, welcome to our episode.
Thank you so much.
And I'd like for you to introduce yourself and your band directors that help you out, and then our students as well.
Of course, my name is Eric Garza, band director at the Rio High. And with us, it's our 2 drum majors out of the 3. One couldn't come, our Roxanne Cantu. But we have...
Genesis Manzano.
And also, I wanted to introduce our staff, because I know it happens with... it's a team. It's not only a one-man show. And we have on flute, we have Miss Liseta Lanis. On clarinet, we have Mr. Eduardo Hinojosa. On French horn, we have Mr. Gabriel Hernandez. On trumpet, we have Mr. Josué Lanis. On trombone, Mr. Alberto Diaz. On euphonium, head band director at the Rango Middle School, Mr. Orlando Herrera. Head director at the VMS, doing the tuba. At the high school, it's Mr. Raymond Alanis. Our 2 percussion instructors, our new addition to the staff, is Mr. De Los Santos, Alfonso De Los Santos, and Mr. Guamaro Barrera. And also, before I forget, our new color guard instructor, Mr. Francisco Lopez.
Very good. Well, we're going to start and congratulate you all for a sensational season this year, as well. Seeing you all perform and looking at those new uniforms, wow, you all really stood out. They were sharp. That pride, you could see it. So, that was amazing. And then we'll ask you about how you feel about that shortly. But Mr. Garza, let's go ahead and start with our first question. How did the band prepare for competitions this season? And what strategies do you think contributed to the success?
I think it starts all the way day one of summer band. It's a process. Like I tell the kids, day one marks all the way to the end of the season, whatever that is. And it's exciting to see how our little freshmen, we start learning everything by literally square one, taking that little step, going forward from there, and that includes all seniors. So even if they already know how to take a step, we bring them all to square one. And that's where we see the satisfaction of seeing the kids from day one all the way to the last day of the season. I think there goes a lot of planning into that with our staff, of course, with our awesome staff. We take it all the way from marching fundamentals to music sectionals inside. And I think that the best part of this is that we have a number of staff that we can actually sectionalize those students and work with them individually. So, of course, we plan outside in the marching field, and we do our portion of the marching fundamentals, and then we take it inside, and we throw everybody in sectionals in the rooms, and we literally drill and execute that music with their teachers. And then we bring it to full band, and it's a process, like I said. And then as we go along, we see the beauty of, coming alive with the marching and the music choreography and all that stuff coming together as a show. And, of course, getting prepared for the competitions. I think it's a matter of getting the kids ready for that moment and getting them involved in reps. And I tell the kids, we have to, every time that we practice, has to be like a performance, because the body has to get used to, hey, I'm going to be friendly in front of people. The body reacts different. So we try to get the kids as best as possible for physically and mentally for our first performance. So it's a process.
Yes, sir. And we can see, as you all practice and, perfect your shows throughout the different competitions, the different postures and the movements and, the terminology to go with it, but, it's very challenging. You can see, and for everyone to be synced and on the same place at the same time, and it's amazing. So, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I told the kids also that band comes to now that you have to be an athlete to be in band, because we're running around, we're marching at a fast tempo, and we're doing visuals as well as being a musician. So it gets to the point that you have to be an athlete. So we see the little kids, running around the campus so we can get them in shape. So, but they love doing that stuff. They love the running. So again, we enjoy it, and we love it. We love it, and it's a passion what we have.
Yeah, and we can see it. we see the numbers increasing also as well. A lot of
Yes.
students going into the music program. So that's great.
Very much.
How do you balance, pushing the excellence while also ensuring the well-being and enjoyment of our students?
That is a challenge. I'm not gonna lie, because as a teacher, we want the best, and we get very picky. And it comes to a point of the season that, man, we just want to see it get better. But of course, I think that when we decompress is in the games, and we try to get some playing around in summer band with a little party to throw away, so that way we get the kids encouraged, motivate them to do more work. But at the end, I think they love doing the outside activity. But it's challenging. But I think with the staff, we come up with plans and what to motivate the kids going forward. Again, like I told the kids, it's not the most popular decision that we take, but it's the decision that we take for the betterment of the program. But like I said, it's a challenge, but we try to learn from it every year to motivate them and encourage them to get better.
Well,
So-
thank you for everything that you and the other directors do, for our
Thanks.
students. We know it's, it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of dedication, a lot of evenings and weekends,
Yes.
just to prepare and, of course, analyze and critique and try to perfect, like you say,
Yes.
the show. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and start with some of the questions for our students. Were there any memorable moments or experiences that stood out during these performances or rehearsals this year?
Of course, there was plenty. I remember it was a Wednesday when we had a 2-a-day.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first day we finished their drill, and everyone after the first run through, everybody was so excited. They were jumping. They were so happy. We were very proud because it's a very demanding show we had,
Yes.
and they were really happy. I love remembering that day.
Our ballad was my favorite part of the show because the entire band is facing back. They're all facing backfield, and as the music goes on, they're all facing forward, and there's a big hit when the band faces forward, and I myself and the other drum majors, as soon as we get that sound in our face, we just get little chills through our body, and it's real nice.
The color guard adds a lot to it with the blue flags.
Yes,
and
that's my favorite part.
I know, that's what we were talking about. It's our favorite part of the show.
Wow. Both of you are seniors?
Yes.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So being that you all have been seniors and you've been in the program for 4 years, you can see, how much the band program has grown. And, from the shows from your freshman year to the shows now, it's like, wow, amazing, right? It's beautiful to see how, as you work in different sections at first and, different individual assignments or tasks, and then when you all put it together, like you say, you get the goosebumps. So this year's show and the musical selection, gave that to the audience. So we want to congratulate you all for that.
Thank you.
In what ways did you support and motivate your fellow band members, especially during the most challenging times?
There was mornings and morning rehearsals where we would grab Mr. Garza's microphone and we would give him a little speech, and we're like, come on guys, we're tired, it's very early, but we love this. It's music, it's our show, we're with our peers, it's our family. We want to be here for all of us. It's a program. It's not an individual thing with marching, and we love that.
Also, before, yes, we would talk to them in the morning to motivate them, to get them through the rehearsal, but we would also talk to them right before we would go out and perform, whether it be at a football game or at a competition. Mr. Garza always gave us some time to talk to our sections, the drum majors and the section leaders. We would get our sections together, and we would just give them some words of motivation just to get them through the performance, because it's tough. We had a very demanding show, and was just, yeah.
It was very demanding. And not only was it a demanding show, but this year we had record heat time, days at the beginning of the season. So can you imagine having to be practicing out there in 112, 113? I don't know if you all kept up with it. What was the highest temperature
Yeah, I know.
that you all were out? But that was also challenging. So it's amazing. So I know this year was a little extra special for you all. And being that you all are seniors, you were able to use the brand new uniforms this year. So how did that make you feel once you got to see them and put them on and perform with them?
I remember we were in practice and we saw trucks just passing by with big boxes, and we were like, the drum majors mainly, because we're on the podiums, we were like, hey, I think those are the uniforms. And then we went back inside to the band hall and we asked, we're like, are those the uniforms? We're like, yeah. And we were really excited to see them. And then once we actually got to saw them and try them on, we went crazy. We love them. They're very beautiful. The Rattler skin, the vibrant colors.
So it brings out that Rattler pride.
It really does.
We look like a totally different band with those uniforms. Like, wow.
So, Mr. Garza, what thoughts or research did you do to come back, with this new uniform, the new style?
Man, it took literally a team effort. The gentlemen, the people from Samberry, we had a couple of Zoom meetings, and then we had our staff there. So it was amazing to see how the designer had some art for us. And then as soon as we added a change, they would change it around on the spot. So that was easy for us to do. And also we had some research on knowing what's going to be better for our climate, so they can be more or fresher look. And we got around a couple of them throughout the state and the nation. And we came down to that custom-made uniform. But they did a tremendous job. And I want to thank you, sir, and the board, because of them and you, we have what we have. And it's very great appreciated from that. Very much.
Right. Yes. We do want to thank our school board of trustees to making sure that our students have what they need, right? And, for their effort to making sure that we had the funds last year to order them. So we're glad you all got to be the first ones to use them.
Yes.
This was also another special year. You've been in band, like we say, this is your 4th year. And in the past, we would go to pigskin and area competition and last year's state competition. And you would go and would always come up with trailers, right? Well, this year was a little different. We were able to compete with the rest, right? We had our brand new 18-wheelers now. So how did that make you all feel?
It was a lot easier to find where we were set it up after the performances, because that's usually where we go. And before, we'd have to look around like, where's RGC at?
Yeah.
And then this year, it was like, oh, black and red, where is it? And it's like, oh, it's right there. Especially with the uniforms, too. When you see the uniforms in the trailer, it pops out in front of everyone. We're like, oh, that's us.
Loading the trailer, loading the trailer, like before, it was a hassle. But now with the new trailer, everybody just goes in and it's a team effort now. Well, it was before también, But with the trailer, it makes it a lot easier. Now everybody just goes and puts in their own instrument and they put it in, and at competitions, performances, we all go in and get our own stuff también. So everybody knows where everything is.
Yeah, that is true. And everyone, as you're driving to competitions, know where you're from, right? So once again, we want to thank our school board of trustees for having this vision and helping support the goals that the band program has. So, thank you all very much, school board of trustees. It doesn't go unnoticed. So it is the end result. So great. We're glad, that y'all had a sensational school year this year in the season, right?
Yes.
So very good.
Thank you, sir, so much.
Thank you all. Great job, guys.
Thank you.